Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing today? Don't mind me. Just got out of the shower. How we doing? Let's wait for some people to pop on and all that kind of fun and exciting stuff. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Um, don't mind me and my voice. I seem to have contacted a cold somewhere and have lost my voice. And I will tell you this, if I get into a coughing attack, I will mute you so you don't have to listen to me. But I have my water and I have my halls, so should be good to go. If you're hopping on, please say hello so that I know you're here. And all that kind of fun stuff. And we can get started. I'm sure Miss Sharon is finishing up and all that fun stuff. You guys, hello, 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 hello. Oh, Melissa, I'm getting there. I hate taking cold medicine. Cold medicine makes me jittery, makes me break out into a sweat. That's why I didn't dry my hair. I'm going to be honest with you. Took a shower. I had just taken my cold medicine. Got hair in my mouth. Oh, please. I just taken a shower and I was not about to turn the hairdryer on. Burning me up. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? How are you guys? You guys, has it been a wonderful day or what? Now I'm going to be totally transparent here. I did work last night, so I have missed a few. I did go and sneak and go real fast through their live just to see the projects that they did. And oh my gosh, what cool projects and stuff. Amazing things transpiring over in the Stencil Soul Sisters group. Amazing. So I'll go back and watch them the rest of the way. I had told my friend Melissa from Junk and Craft Treasures right there that I might not be able to watch the first few people because I wasn't going to try to get up early. I just kind of felt like I needed some rest. So anyway, you guys, let's get started. We'd love it if you join the Stencil Soul Sisters group. It's a fun group. We all met. I think we all actually kind of met because we joined a group that Miss Amanda from Metal Modern Designs had put together. And we figured out that we all absolutely love Essential Stencils. And we put this group together to share our projects and our lives and our tidbits and the information and the things that we've learned using our Essential Stencils. With that being said, this is just a public service announcement. If you share something over in the Stencil Soul Sisters group and it does not have Essential Stencils, it does get declined. Usually I put a little note and tell you to share it over into some of the other groups that I know will take anything that you share. It does not have anything to do with how beautiful your project is, because they are. But that's what we want that group to be, is people that want to see stenciling, want to see from the Essential Stencils and all that. We are not any way affiliated with Essential Stencil, so it doesn't have to do with that, all that kind of stuff. Now, occasionally they'll share our events over onto their page, but it's not guaranteed. So I just wanted to touch base with that. We've been getting some really crazy things. Not with projects being shared. We always get a lot of projects shared in there, and we do share them. But also, I wanted to say this other public announcement. If you see something crazy on a group that you follow, please, please, please let that admin know, because there's been some weird things going on and some nasty stuff trying to get into some of our groups. And sometimes we don't get a notification for it. And then it sits there and nobody says anything. And so say something. Or if you get something from somebody that doesn't make any sense, please say something. We've got people that are bored out there and don't have anything else to do but bother us crafters, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, that's what we got going on. I'm going to aim you down and show you everything that we're getting ready to do. And again, excuse my hoarseness. I do apologize for that. And like I said, if I get to coughing, I will mute so you guys don't have to listen to me cough. Now, I have craziness on my table over here. My granddaughter likes to come up here every time I change my paper, and she always draws some funky stuff on my on my paper. She likes doing it. Okay, you guys, I have this board here. I've had it, and I sanded. I didn't sand it completely off. Don't need to, especially for Halloween. This is what is on the other side right here. I did this on drop cloth, but I'm just going to do another back. You guys know I like to do both sides of my projects. I also pulled out this little board from the good old Dollar Tree. It's from Easter, and we may put some 6x6 things on there if we have time. I also grabbed some cards, some playing cards right here. And there is a possibility we might have time, and I'll show you how you can use your stencils to make ATC cards even. How fun is that? How fun is that? Thank you, Melissa. You have a great evening. Hello from Texas. Been on the road, so yes, I have to watch him too. It's gonna be pretty exciting to watch him this evening. Okay, so I pulled this guy out because I love this. Welcome, my pretties. And it's made for a round. You guys see? It's made to do a round. See how it's kind of arched like that? Okay. And see, it kind of rolls up like this. Doesn't mean you have to use it that way, obviously. Okay, we're going to put this on here. And I'm going to manipulate it around to get all the elements on there. So that is the plan. And we're just going to get started. We're just going to get started here. So I'm going to sit this down right here. Now what I'm going to kind of do is I think I'm going to use some stain, even though this has paint on it. I did sand it off pretty good, but we're just going to use some stain. I think it'll work. If it doesn't work, what do we say? Oh well, we try something else, right? We definitely try something else. Okay, so this is the Minwax stain. All right, this is one of them that I had tinted into the pink color. Let me grab my scissors so that I can open this. I hate to use these, but I don't see my other scissors anywhere. Open this up right here, and we're just gonna get started. I love this pink. It is called Perfectly Pink. What a perfect name, right? A perfect name. So let me know in the comments if where you're from. It's nice out here. It's nice out here. You've watched everyone. Fantastic, Jeannie. Fantastic. You guys, this morning we started out with Miss Kim from Yesterday's Tomorrow. The last few months we've tried to have a guest crafter each month. And the way that we pick the guest crafter is we've all taken a turn. So I don't know the date yet that we'll do for November to be able to fit everybody in. A good time for everybody. Or the end of October. I don't know yet what the date is. But the next event that we have, Miss Cindy from Berry Jam Crafts, it'll be her turn to pick. And then the following month, it'll be my turn. And then that way, everybody's picked a person. And then we'll evaluate if we want to keep doing that or not. It's been a lot of fun doing that. Sharing people in there. Now, when I put this stain on, you're going to see all that stuff still in the background. That's okay. That's okay. Now, this is just a staining pad. This staining pad has been left out, so it's a little crunchy in a few places. Usually, I try to put it in a baggie, but sometimes I forget. Now, I'm going to go all the way around with the pink, and then we're going to go around the edges with black to kind of make it look smoky. So that's what I'm doing here. But yeah, I can't wait to go back and watch everybody and see all the fun and exciting stuff. Now, you guys, I put right there on my banner the my code for Essential Stencil, of course, but also Shanna from Frame It and Contain It is who's up next after me. So you can either, if you're in the Stencil Soul Sisters group, just refresh your page and give us just a second to get her shared in there. Or you can go directly to her page and watch. So it's up to you how you want to do that. Now, I've been keeping my black one in a baggie. Now, why is that? Why is that? Why do I put some in a baggie and some I don't? I don't know. Christy's gone crazy. Christy has gone crazy. So, here we go. All right. So this is pretty, the keep it in the baggie, it's pretty, it's got stain on it. See, I probably really, honestly, I probably could just go along here and get the black on here without even adding any more to my brush or my staining pad. You see that? See how much is still on there? I really probably don't even need to add more. So I don't know why I opened it. Set it and opened it anyway. So I'm just kind of going in a little bit of a circular motion, just so it's kind of uneven, spread out along there. See how that kind of looks smoky, a little bit smoky up there. I like that look. And it, you know, some places it's going to come out farther, some places it's not. I like that look. Now I got way over here, but not over here. So I'm going to either add some more here, or we could have got into the pink and pulled some more pink out. See that? This looks like a straight line. Let's fix that. See? Just kind of looks like it's just kind of smoke is coming up through there, which is what we want for Halloween. And I'm just going to kind of go over the whole thing like this, just to have it all blend together a little bit. You guys have seen lots of neat blending today. Was that round that Cindy did with the bats on it amazing? I mean, come on. I thought that was really cool. It looked super spooky, and I absolutely loved how it turned out, Cindy. It was really awesome. I loved that. That was neat. But we all have been doing quite a bit of blending and stuff. So just to kind of show you that. Now, so here we go. There's our background. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now I'm going to grab my dryer. Maybe my dryer has fallen off my table. And I'm going to dry this because I think I'm going to put white. I think I'm going to do the letters in white. Maybe a little bit of orange. Maybe even some purple. When I put it on here, we'll see what we like and what we don't like. Actually, I think I might do some purple and some oranges too, because there's a witch's hat on there, and I think I'm going to make her hat purple. I mean, why not, right? Might as well add some color, bunches of color. Well, hello from Monticello, Indiana. You're 45 minutes away from me, girl. I'm in Kokomo, Indiana. Come over to Monticello, Indiana, to Indiana Beach, once or twice a year. So our company picnic was there just about a month ago. I did not go. My granddaughters went. We've been on critical at work, so I didn't have that day off, and so I had to work. But you know, that's okay. As long as the teenagers had fun, that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. While you're peeling apples, that sounds like you're going to be making some. Oh, what's it called? Like jelly, apple. Oh my gosh. You guys help me. Help me. Think of that. You have a good friend that lives in Kokomo. That's cool. What's it called? Apple butter. Apple butter. Are you making apple butter? I love apple butter. Or apple pie. I mean, there's a lot of things you could be making, but as soon as you said peeling apples, that is the very first thing I thought of was apple butter. That must be a sign that I need me some apple butter. All right, so now let's look what we've got here, you guys. Now I just kind of want to show you, if you're new, you don't have to use these how they're set to use. You can do it however you want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to put, now naturally, if I did this on a round, okay, it would be just like that, right there, okay? See how that makes into a round circle? And if you were doing this on a round, you would want a round that is around, you could fit it on a 15-inch round. It would be tight, but you could fit it on there. So I would probably do like a 16-inch round. But you could also kind of squeeze it in if you didn't have anything that big. But I haven't cut rounds in a while, so I don't have any, to be honest with you. So we're going to put it on this board right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to the bottom right there with the broom and My Pretties. And I'm putting that on first because this stencil This one right here, I'm going to pretty much do how it is. And then we're going to put the welcome up here. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, well, that isn't what I was going to do. Actually, what we're going to do first is we're going to take this hat and we're going to put this hat in the corner, and then the welcome will go over the top of that hat, because I really want that hat on there, but I don't want it just sitting in the corner. I just kind of want it over here. So we're going to do the hat first. So rewind everything I just said. I changed my mind right there. You guys, I sound horrible, don't I? I apologize. If you have to mute me because I sound so weird, do it. I don't blame you at all. I got this purple sitting here. I don't know. I think we'll like this purple. If we don't, we'll wish we did something else. But I think it'll show up pretty good. In all actuality, I think I might do it white first and then purple, just so that I know that it sticks. Oh, they like applesauce. Thank you, Mary. Yes, apple butter. Applesauce better than apple butter. I can see that. I can see that. But anyway, I'm going to stencil it with white first, real light, so that the purple really jumps out. Because this is we're going over something dark, and that does help make it really jump out and show up a little better. Especially some of your colors like reds and things like that, you really need to do a base coat. Now, I'm not going to put a whole lot on here. So, oh my gosh, Kristen. I just knocked my paper towel thing down. So, I want to make sure I don't have any extra paint on there. Okay, so here we go over this hat. Real easy, not too bright. Just like this. Now see, we'll get a detail brush out and we'll make that belt on there really cool looking when we get all done. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there and set this over here, and I'm going to make sure this gets good and dry. Then we'll go over it with the purple. I like how that white stands out there, don't you? Hey, Miss Mary, how are you doing? Miss Mary, Miss Mary, Miss Mary. I like that white on there, you guys. Maybe I don't want to do a bunch of colors on here, but you know me, I can't help myself. If we don't like it, we'll sand it off and we'll put it back white. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Okay, so let's sit that on there. Okay, who on here has already ordered the what was it? The Christian Christmas or the Coastal Christmas? Or did you guys see what went on sale today? Was the little 6-pack of, I'm going to keep this one because I'm going to be using white a lot. And I'm going to grab another brush. The breast cancer awareness 6-pack and the new brushes that have the pink on the end. And I guess, I don't know, I haven't seen them yet. The bristles are silkier. That's what Melissa said. They're silkier. They're the same, but they're silkier, so they're a little easier to clean. And I know what she's talking about when she says that, because if you look at our stencil brushes, they do get stained up. They still work perfectly, but maybe the little bit silkier will help it so they clean a little bit better. Now, you guys, this paint is super runny, so I really want to make sure I get that extra paint off of there. You ordered the Christian Christmas. I did too. I couldn't wait to get those. And I really wanted to order the coastal ones, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I ended up not ordering them, and I'm probably gonna have regret about that. I normally order everything that they get, but I'm trying to be a little conscientious of our spending right now, because I do work for the UAW and I could be out on strike any minute. And, you know, so I ordered what I thought I would definitely for sure use. But I live in Indiana, so I'm not going to use a coastal stencils. Now, my mom does live down in, or has a camper down in Florida and stuff, but she's here at Christmas, so I was trying to do the adult smart thing and be responsible and not spend money when I don't need to spend money. That does not mean, you guys, by any means, shape, or form, that later on I will not go back and order them. Now I'm just going to pull this metallic out. It's finished in gold. I don't know if this is going to work or even look good, but we're gonna just do that little belt buckle and that little banner. I'm just going to very lightly do it because, like I said at the beginning, I took this cold medicine and it makes me shake a little bit. So we're going to see how well this is going to turn out right here. But I'm sure it's going to be fine. And like we said, if it doesn't, well, if we like it and it's cute, that's all that matters. So I just want, kind of need it to be finished off right there. Just like that. That looks pretty cool. Now what you could have done is we could have filled all that in before I stenciled it. And so then when I put the stencil over the top, it would have made the edges a little bit sharper. Do you get what I'm saying? Which we can do that. See, I can kind of just slap it on there a little bit like that. And then we can lay that stencil back down on there and help make those edges sharper if we needed to. But I think it looks okay. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. I'll lift up the board and show it to you. But see, just added a little sparkle in there. It's kind of translucent a little bit. You want to get the breast cancer process. It's a 19-year breast cancer survivor. Some of them will make great. Oh, yes, they will. I did order those. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to get those because, I just wanted to get those. I felt like that that was fine to do those. But yeah, I did order those today myself. So, okay, we're going to go over this with white. Let's get this little gold thing on here. And then if we want to add some color, like I'm thinking I might want to go over that with black. And we might want to do the end of the brush yellow. But let's just go. Let's just cover it in white right now. Right here. Now, I'm just using whatever paint I have. Most of the time, for my whites and my blacks and my grays, I use, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't even think straight. What do I use? The Rust-Oleum chalked paint, and I pour it into FIFO bottles. But I have a ton of white bottles, small little white bottles of paint that I've been wanting to use up. So I've decided to sit those over to the side and get these guys all used up. Now look, I went right off my board right there. Silly me, but you know what? It's okay. It's all right. And nobody will notice that, except for me and you, now that I said that. But I'm just putting this white on here. I'm not getting, like I've said 100 times, not getting crazy and getting in every single little nook and cranny. I'm just going across here. Now everybody's stencil's different. Some people go in up and down. There's the circular motion like what I'm doing. Some use makeup wedges, foam brushes, things like that. And you do you. The biggest secret to stenciling, if you're fairly new to stenciling, which most of you probably are, I decided I don't like being adult. I understand. I don't want to be an adult either. But less is best. The biggest secret to stenciling is less is best. You don't want to try to put a whole bunch on all at one time. You want to put it on light and put extra layers, if you need to. So here we go. Right along here. Then we'll lift this up and we'll decide if we want to do like these. We might want to do these stars with the gold. We might want to, like I said, do that broom kind of in a black. We probably should do that spider in a black. But I'm just you don't have to do this every time. I'm just doing it because I'm using such a dark color and then I'm trying to put other color on top. See how cute that looks? I love that. I love that. But I definitely think that I want to do the stars and the gold to pull that in. from right up there. So I'm just going to grab another brush. You guys, I have a whole bucket of brushes. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. So we're going to just grab some of this gold right here. I don't need a lot. And I probably need a little more than that. What did I do with the gold? Here it is. Now this is just Venetian gold. And I will tell you this, your metallics are usually pretty runny. So make sure you really get it wiped off on your brush. Because sometimes they're a little runny. Now, you know, what step did I forget here? I forgot to dry my board. So it's kind of blending with the white, but I think it's going to be okay. See, I think it's going to be okay. It's just not quite as metallic-y as it would have been if I'd have dried my board. So I'm going to sit that right there. Now, you guys, I'm horrible. I like to, I always just sit my brushes down. You know, I see Miss Cindy and I see Miss Sharon and everybody, they put them in baggies as they go, and I get too excited. I can't. I tell myself, I have a box of baggies right there. I tell myself, and you definitely should do that so your brushes don't dry out, because there are times that I do something and I pick the brush back up and it's dried out and I can't use it. So don't do what I'm doing. Make sure you keep your brushes from drying out. I'm looking for a little piece of paper or something to cover up what I don't want to stencil. Yeah. Just use this. Just use this because we want to get this spider right here. Okay? Because you know, the spider needs to be black. Right? That's what I think. I'm gonna go right up to here. Just like that. Let's see what that looks like. What do you guys think? Oh, see, that jumps out there. That jumps out there. That looks really cute. Now, we've got a choice here. We could make our bristles. I don't know what to do here. We could do our bristles this purple, or we could do gold, and then the other color, the broom handle. Let's do that gold, and we'll do our broom handle that purple. Why not? What do you guys think? You guys think that would look okay? So I'm hoping. Here we go. Now see, this has already started to get stiff. Totally my fault, y'all. Totally my fault because of what I do. So I also don't like to take down my stencil. And it's all because I get so excited. I get so excited when I'm stenciling. I want to do this and I want to do that. And I got to do this and got to do that. And I get too excited. Sometimes my stencil moves on me. Not very often, but occasionally it'll move. And then I wish that I would have done what I was supposed to do and taped it down. So looky there. See, it's just kind of all coming together. Bristles yellow. Awesome. That's exactly what I kind of thought too. I'm going to just use the gold instead of getting yellow out and just kind of have it blend all together. You know, I think that'll look good. I think that'll look good. Now, we might go over and do a little bit of shadowing of some other colors, kind of, just to add some dimension to like this broom and stuff. Let's see what it looks like when we get it done. Here, I want to get this real good. Now I'm gonna move this over here so I can get this over here so I don't go over with the gold over everything else. And that gold is pretty on that plate. Now, let's see what that looks like, because like I said, the metallics are pretty translucent, and I think that turned out really cute right there. Now, you guys, I'm gonna go a little crazy here, okay? I'm gonna take my purple brush, and I'm just gonna barely put any paint on it. Just barely put any paint on it. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I got it super duper dry. All right. Now, I'm gonna go over all my letters real gently. Stencil move just a tish. And just to add pull in some of that purple here and there on here. Oh, look, we missed a star. I have to go back and get it. I'm going to get the gold out here in a second. Anyway. Now, it doesn't look like we did a whole lot there, but look there. Now, see, you can really see the purple coming through with it, because that's the colors that we have on our board here. Now, let me grab this gold, and we're going to do this star down here. Need to get some more of it out. I do have a fan on, so my stuff is drying out a little faster than it normally would. But like I said at the beginning, I hate taking cold medicine. It makes me sweat and all that crud. Makes me feel like I'm broke out into a cold sweat all the time, and that's why I didn't dry my hair. But anyway, okay, you guys, I think I'm about done with playing here. What do you guys think of that? I think that looks kind of cool. That looks kind of cool. What do you all think? Do you like that? Okay, now we could add some details there if we want, or we can just leave it alone. Now it's time to move up to the top up there. And we have some bats to put on here and all that kind of fun stuff too. So here we go. So I want to put the welcome up here, and it's going to go right over the top of that hat. And I am so okay with that. I'm going to slide it down as far as I can. And that way we've got some room up here to put some more stars and possibly put these bats and stuff up here like that. That's my thinking anyway. Excuse me. Now I am going to do one thing real quick. I'm just going to take a little bit of sandpaper, and right here, because when you stencil, it just leaves a little upped edge there. And so if I put another stencil on top of where that's stenciled, you'll see that line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very softly, I'm just breaking down the little lift up spots. See, now I cannot feel that stencil, that paint at all. And while we have this out, we're just going to run. I'm not pushing. I'm not doing anything but just letting it run across our board. Okay, and now my board is back to perfectly smooth. You can't feel that. So I like to do that so that it doesn't seem like it's painted. But you definitely, if you're going over the top of something you've already stenciled, you want to do that, because otherwise that line right there would have shown through those letters. Now, with that being said, let's say you didn't do that and you could see those lines. You could either go back and sand it and re-stencil it, or not worry about it. Not worry about it at all. You know, sometimes we worry about silly things when we don't need to, because, you know, probably most people probably wouldn't even see it. So here we go with the white again. And like I said, I'm just going over with the white just to have a base for all the different colors that we're using. Just like this. Going right over the top of that. There. I mean, you're going to be able to see the hat through the letters because of the way that I'm doing this, but it's going to be okay. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add more stars places after we get this full stencil done. We'll add more stars and stuff. So I'm not going to add them yet. I mean, obviously that's not on the board, but we'll add them afterwards individually where we want to see them and stuff. Okay, so let's kind of look at that, see what that looks like. There's our welcome. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now let's dry it a little bit and we'll lay this back down. We'll go over our stars that we did put on there and get them gold. So just like that. Now, you know, I will tell you this, a deep purple would have been really cool on here too. Like a real dark plummy purple would have been pretty to use also. get our gold stars. See, her little hat's going to have a gold star on it. How fun is that? Just like that, right there. Okay. Now we're going to take our purple. We're going to put a little more purple on here, but not a whole lot. And we're just going to kind of go over the word welcome again, just to get some color on there. Adding the extra colors and stuff not only pulls everything together, but it also adds dimension, a little bit of a dimension to your letters. They don't look so flat sometimes when you do that. I'm doing it to just blend all the colors together, and I think it's fun. I think it's fun to play with colors. If y'all follow me, you know that I love colors and I love playing with them and all that kind of stuff. So, okay, so now let's wipe that. I've got a couple of loose bristles here. Let's pull those out. And here we go across here. I feel so bad. I can hear my husband downstairs. He's starting to cough and stuff too. So we're going to pass this around, I think, in the house for a while. I'm one of those people that when somebody's sick around me, I get it. I just get it. Seems like, you know, if somebody has a cold, oh, Christy's got a cold. You mentioned cold. Christy has a cold, you know. Okay, so what do you guys think? You like that? I think that looks pretty good. So let's add some fun stuff up here. I'm thinking I want to put a bat right there. I'm just going to go in with the black for the bat. I'm not going to put the white down first because, you know, the black's going to cover real well. But we're going to put a bat. I don't want it too close to this star over here. So let's fill this space with this bat, and then we'll probably put that little bat up here by it too. Just like this. I love doing black. It just goes so fast, goes on so good. See, right there. Now let's put him over here. See if he's going to fit to where he's not. Pay attention because you wouldn't want the tip of the bat to go over your hat right there. So kind of look through your stencil and make sure you're not getting it too close to something else, you know. So even though I put the black stain around the edges, you can still see the bats because it's a different colored black, you know. I kind of like how that looks, you guys. I think that looks pretty cool. Now I was gonna add some more stars, but I'm not even sure that I want to do that. I don't know. Let me dry that a little bit. Maybe a couple up here. You know, I was thinking I would do out here, but I think I'm gonna leave it alone. But maybe we'll put a couple up here towards the top. I know. I hate that. I hate starting. I dislike starting fall out with a cold. You know, it kind of sets a precedence for. You know what? I'm going to leave that alone. I like how that looks. I like that, just like that. So I'm going to leave that alone, you guys. So put the stencil down. Put the brushes down, Christy, right? Here we go. So looky right there. Isn't that cool? And like I said, this is on the back of another project. We did that on a drop cloth. I used, what did I use? I used unicorn spit in the background here. So kind of fun. I like that, you guys. I think that looks really cute. That'll be cute sitting out somewhere. And you know what we could do? Oh, wait a minute. I just thought of some. Let's add a little bit of purple on this. My gosh, you guys, I should just stop. Let's add just a little bit of purple down in these bristles right here. Just like that. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Almost looks tie-dyed, don't it? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to leave it alone. So we're going to plop that down. How are we doing on time? We've got 20 minutes. So I have a mess right here, you guys. An absolute mess. I'll pull this board out right here, you guys. And I have these wonderful, the 6x6 stencils right here. the Delightfully Spooky. I love these. They're so cute. And I think what we're going to do is, where did the piece go? So we have a witch right here. We have this little ghost right here. Look how happy he is. We have this Creeping It Real. Let's see, Boo right there. And a witch's hat and a pumpkin, and this Happy Halloween. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys something real quick because I can. And we have plenty of time. I use these little 6x6 stencils on this Halloween book that I'm actually doing on my page. See this? And I used mold paste, so it's lifted up right there. But see, I did that Boo stencil, and I did that hand. Then I put some metallics and stuff on it. Isn't that cool? And I also used some, we did this page the other day, but I did, here it is. I stenciled a whole page in here with stencils too. Let's get to it right there. See that? So just making a fun little Halloween book. Kind of cool, kind of fun, but I did use these stencils that we're getting ready to use. Now I'm not gonna mess with this side. I'll pull this off, and then what I usually do is I usually decoupage packing paper over the top of this paper. And then if I want to put something on it, I do. If I don't, at least it has a backing on it. That's what I usually do, rather than try to peel it off and all that kind of stuff. So I got to get that guy out of there. So let me grab, oh my gosh, I was just using my, there it is. See, I was just using this thing. Get this staple out of here. Just like that. And then, where did I set my sander? I'm just going to sand those down right there so they're not sticking up. Is there going to be little holes there? Yeah, probably. That's okay. Okay, so this is going to be, I need to cover this, paint this with something. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide what I want to put on here, which I think I'm going to put Happy Halloween. Let's put these guys and this, I think. Okay, so I think this is how I'm going to put these on here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to just stencil those in black. Okay. Now what I could do is do 3 colors in the background, or I could just paint the whole thing one color. And since we do not have a lot of time, we're just going to paint the whole thing one color in the back. So I'm just going to grab some, I'm going to do black. So we're just going to grab some orange. We're just going to cover this thing in orange. Okay. Now, if you guys know me, we're probably not going to only use orange. I'm probably going to end up putting more colors on here than just orange. But we're going to do this to get us started. Now, see how those show up there? Let me, you know what, we should put some salt wash in our paint to thicken it up. That would probably, you know, because we're going over the top of this crazy board here. It's from the Dollar Tree. Can't ever think of what these boards are called, but paint soaks up in them really quick and really fast. I just have a bunch of these sitting here, and I really want to just use them. I don't want to throw them away, but I just kind of want to use them up. But here we go. Okay. So, oh, I'm kind of off the screen. I apologize about that. Let's add some colors. See, I told you, Christy can't ever help not add a bunch of colors, right? Yeah, I'm talking about myself in the third person. Let's add some lime green on here. Let's add some lime green. Here we go. I'm just going to kind of dry brush this on here. Probably should dry this a little bit so it doesn't blend. Thank you, Miss Sharon. You're awesome. I love my Halloween book too, Christy. And I love watch Christy from my Artful Adventures right there. She's been a paper crafter for a long time, you guys. And I love the way she shows you how to do stuff, because I have not. I have just, I've made junk, you know, played like in art journals and made like little junk journals and stuff like that. But I've never done stuff like make pockets and things like that and things. And she just explains it to where it makes sense to us goofy people that can't figure stuff like that out. Now, by me dry brushing and adding color on here, these little imperfections that are on this board, you're not going to be able to see them anymore. I'm just going to kind of go over this like this here and add these. Now, something I am going to do is I'm going to go both directions. Okay. So it's going to kind of look a little bit different just by going both directions on here. I'm not going to put it absolutely, you know, thick on here, just kind of on here a little bit. But I am going to go along here and get my edges a little so that it kind of frames it in, you know, which, speaking of framing it, Miss Shanna from Frame It and Contain It's going to be up next. So make sure you check her out when I'm all done. And you can just follow along in the Stencil Soul Sisters group and just refresh your page. Now I'm going to add some purple. I mean, why not, you guys? Why not, right? I don't have very much on my plate. Let's put a little bit more on here. Now I'm going to tell you guys, I guarantee when I take this board downstairs, my youngest granddaughter is going to go, oh, can I put that in my room? She loves to decorate her room for the holidays. She does better than I do on stuff. She's like, yesterday she was rearranging her bedroom and she found some skeletons that she, you know, like a married couple skeleton thing that she always has in her room. And she came out and she says, Grandma, you haven't put any Halloween decorations out yet. I said, I know. We need to get busy on that. Well, when I left for work last night, on our front door was the skeletons. So she's helping me decorate since I seem to be behind. I'm like, it's August 1st or October 1st, you know? Give me some time, girl. But she's so funny. She likes that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with liking that stuff. So, but here we go. I think this is going to look cute. Just something fun. See that? Just something fun. And I know she will be. She likes to draw, Shanna, and paint. And she will get on a kick and she will fill one of those watercolor books that fast and just make stuff. Last Christmas she was big into the Grinch last Christmas, and so the Grinch hand holding the ornament and the Grinch head and stuff like that. She makes some beautiful things. And then for a while she was drawing eyeballs, just like these big eyeballs. Some of them were crying, some of them you could tell they were happy. It's really cool. It's cool to watch the creative process, you know, you know, she's 14. She's not a little kid, but a little kid doing stuff. And she tried about a month ago, she wanted to try quilling. You guys know what quilling is? Where you take paper and you like make flowers and things like that with it. And she was doing really well with it, but she was getting a little frustrated. She's like, it's harder than you think. And it takes a minute. You know, it's not like when you're painting something and you kind of have instant gratification because you can see it done right away. But yeah, she did try her hand at the quilling thing. But, you know, when she says she wants stuff like that, I usually try to get it for her because, you know, I think that that's a good, I mean, it's relaxing and it's a good release for us for stress. Yeah, very tedious. I watched her do it and I was like, Because at first I thought that would be so fun to do, but then after watching her, I was like, no, I don't think that's going to be for me, because I feel the same way she does. It's like it takes a long time, and so you don't see progress very fast. But it's crafting is relaxing for us to come up here and just get in our own head and make something and just cut the outside world off. And being a teenager is hard nowadays. And I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't hard when we were kids, but with them having social media and I don't know, I just feel like people feel like they can just be mean anymore, And so when she says that she wants to try something that is crafty or arty, I guess you could say, or something that I feel like is gonna get her to sit down and relax and forget about the outside world, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's try it and figure it out, So the oldest one wanted to learn to crochet, and so she's been trying to do a little bit of that. We've made some macrame projects and stuff together. She's not quite as into it as my youngest granddaughter, but you just gotta let them get into that stuff. I think it's awesome. Looky there, isn't that cute? So cute. Let's do this middle one. This middle one's awesome because it's got the buffalo check, the buffalo plaid, whatever you want to call this right here. Yes. What is salt wash? Salt wash is an additive that you can add to your paint, and it makes it thicker and have a bunch of texture. Let me stencil this right here, and I do believe I have a sign right behind me that has some salt wash on it, and I will show you what it is. A can of salt wash is clear across the room, but it's supposed to kind of look like, maybe it's been under a pier and got, bumpy and textury and worn off. It's really cool. I love salt wash. A lot of the Stencil Soul Sisters like to use salt wash. Miss Melissa from Junk and Craft Treasures sometimes has salt wash on her website. Last time I knew she was a little bit low and she had to go, so I don't know for sure, but she sells it on there. But you can also get it at Amazon, or their website is I Love Salt Wash. You can go there and get some. Look at that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Look how easy and fun and simple that was. But I'm telling you, my sweet little Lily's going to want this in her room. Hold just a second and I'll grab that sign. Actually, well, Pooey, where did it go? Well, here, I'll show you with this. I took it down because I'd done something with it. I'm not sure what oh, it's right there. Okay, but see the texture on this rust right here? That's salt wash that I added in there. Now you can use the salt wash. Can you see how it's textured in there? You can add the layers and then sand it down to the different colors and stuff. I left mine pretty, well, not smooth. Mine's still sticking up and rough. I love that. I love the salt wash. There's that one. And then here's the other one. Whoops. Right here, these edges here. See all that texture goodness along here? What's cool is you can go back over the top of that real lightly and dry brush it, and it'll pick up those edges, the parts that are sticking up and stuff. Just adds another dimension to your project right there. So that's what salt wash is. I do have a few salt wash videos out there, so if you do want to know more about it, you could probably find some of that. I haven't used it in a minute, so I'll probably use it here before long. And I'm going to put my paint lid on my paintbrush, or on my paint right there. So there's that. How cute is that? Now, you guys, I've told you, see, we've got 6 minutes left. Let's do something fun. Let's make an ATC card. I mean, why not, right? Who knows what ATC cards are? I know a few of you do because a few of you follow me and know I've been making them. Okay, I just grabbed this magazine because when I put my glue and all my stuff, then I can just tear this page off. You can even paint on top of these. And then once I get this all nasty, I just rip it off and I've got another clean sheet. So always reuse what you have. Here's what ATC cards are. Here's a few of mine. Okay, so I just used papers, different, it's layering things. These are all made on cards. Mine's blank. Look, that one's made on a baseball card. That's just made on a pretty card. They're just made on cards. But I want to show you guys, we can stencil on here too. We don't have to just have it be you know, just paper on here. So see, look at this. See, I could put that bat on there. I mean, there's lots of things I could put on there. But I'm just going to take this piece of paper right here because I think this piece of paper is kind of cool. I just printed it off. We're just going to stick it where this cobweb is. Okay, we're going to use that on there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take a plain old glue stick right here. And we're just going to cover this thing in glue. You can do either side of your card. I normally do the the other side. I don't know why I did it like that, but I did. I'm going to lay this right here. And I'm just going to put that on here, just like that. Push that down. Now see, my paper is sticky. This is sticky. So rip that off and throw that away. I shouldn't have flipped my page over on top of it, but ding dong me did. Okay. Easy peasy, because now my paper's a little sticky. So now let's just cut this card out of here. Now I could sand this off and all that stuff, but for the sake of time, right now I'm just going to cut it off. Probably trim it up a little bit a little later. Now the purpose of these is people make them and trade them. It's just something fun to do. It's a great way to get rid of stuff you have in your craft stash. If you have things, material, any of that kind of stuff. Like look here, we can take a piece of this right here. Okay, I'm just grabbing stuff. I'm not trying to do anything fancy here. I'll make it a little smaller. Like that, right there. And look, I can just glue him down too, but he's a little bit stark. Look, I'm just going to take my stencil brush, go right over the top of him like that. And again, I'm just going to use my, my glue stick right there. I'm going to stick this on here, just like that. Okay, now that's a spider web. Let's find us a spider. Let's find us a spider to stencil on there. There has to be a spider in some of these stencils if I can figure out where I laid them down. Where did I lay them down at? Okay, right here, the stencil we used a little bit earlier. See this? I'm going to go right to the top of the card right there. Just like that. And I guess I got to open my black again. Got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. I'm going to go off the card, so I don't really need to make sure I cover that part up there. I'm just going to go right along here. So incorporate my whole point of showing you guys this is use your stencils for this stuff too. I mean, how cute is that? How cute is that? Fun little Halloween card. Now we could put some more material over here. We could put Happy Halloween or something about a spider on there. But you can still use your stencils for stuff like that. So pretty cool, eh? I think it is. So anyway, let me pull myself back up here. You guys, I greatly appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you go over and check out Shanna from Frame It and Contain It. And she will be shared over into the group here in just a few minutes. And that way you can just follow right along in the Stencil Soul Sisters. If you don't belong to that group, please make sure that you join that group. We have lots of fun stuff, lots of information. Not sure the date of our next one, but we will post that in there and let you know. Where did our thing go? Here's what we did today. Here's this. We made the other long sign and we did that ATC card. But I got to get going and get Miss Shanna shared over so that she can get her going. She's our last presenter today. So make sure you guys jump over there. And don't forget, all of us have ambassador codes for Essential Stencil. So use one of our codes. Don't matter whose code you use. Use somebody's code because that saves you 10% on the Essential Stencil page every single time. So you guys, I love you. Bye-bye.